So you know, like that 1 hour waiting room on Costco that you have to wait through before you could buy anything? Well, there's actually a way to bypass this. We're going to talk about that, but first of all, there is just so much news that just came out literally today. We're going to go over all of it. Let's jump into all the news first, and we're going to discuss the bypass a little bit later, okay? My God, where do we even start? There's so many new products to discuss. First of all, let's talk about the new Mega Evolutions set, because there is good news and bad news for it, and it really depends on where you live. Yes, this is only going to be good for some of you depending on where you're located, whether you're in the US or if you're in Europe or Middle East, it might be a little bit different. So Pokemon Company just announced that this set is going to be delayed, but this actually isn't going to be a bad thing for some of you. It's actually going to be a good thing. You see, the original release date for the set was September 10th, and the new release date for the set is October 10th, but it's only delayed. It's only October 10th for some people, and that's going to be Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. While that's obviously not good if you live in those locations, it's really good for you if you live in the US, and I'll explain why. And by the way, the sealed products were really difficult, the pre-orders were really difficult to obtain from Walmart and Target. Anyway, it's a good thing because all those people in the other regions who want the packs early are going to be going towards the US aftermarket to purchase packs, driving up demand. This means if you sell them quickly, you're going to make a lot more money than you otherwise would have if you're reselling any of the products. So yeah, this is really good for US resellers. With that out of the way though, let's talk about the Trick or Trade Halloween packs. We got some exciting stuff regarding this too. You better not sleep on them because this year, for the first time ever, we're getting something very special included in them. Before I tell you what you don't know about them, here's some stuff that you probably have already seen. So Pokemon just confirmed that for the 4th year straight, the Halloween packs are going to be coming back. We'll probably first see these release at wholesale retailers like Costco and Sam's Club. And after that, other retailers like Walmart and Target should drop. Anyway, here's the crazy thing. This year, for the first time ever, it might be something more than just an exclusive Halloween stamp. This year could be the first year ever that we actually see Halloween-themed exclusive cards just in these. The release notes literally state, featuring Ghost Pokemon, Zubat, Pokemon-themed Pikachu, and many other spooky, cool surprises. So, yeah, take from that what you will. And definitely get these graded if you cop any. Now let's talk about the Mega Charizard X EX Ultra Premium Collection and the Venusaur X Premium Collection, because there's some good news and bad news for this too. Before I get into the good news, first of all, just by the way, there are no images for these yet, but we should probably see images surface sometime around September. This was already expected or heavily rumored because of the Mega Charizard X preview at the Pokemon Worlds tournament this past month. The next Japanese set will feature those cards. In this case, we may see some cards from the set become a promo in the English Ultra Premium Collection, which will be exclusive to the US. The good news is that the price is staying at just $120 like other UPCs, and the bad news is we have to wait until November to get these. Really not the worst of news, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit, that's all. Next, here's everything that you don't know about the repeat ball Pokeball tins. First, here's some stuff you might already know. MSRP is going to be staying at $14.99 for these. Good price. This version is likely going to be containing the late Scarlet and Violet era packs. It will contain 2 booster packs and stickers inside. This type of Pokeball is the repeat ball, which is the first time we're seeing this variant. Expect these to hit retailers like Target, Walmart, Amazon, in-store and online, etc. They drop December 15th, and here's what you probably don't know. Apparently, the pack variant this particular tin will contain is supposed to be crazy, so subscribe for updates and I'll keep you updated on what that is. And finally, before we get into explaining the bypass, I got some good news for you guys and also some bad news for the Team Rocket's Moltres EX Ultra Premium Collection. So, the good news first. It contains 3 foil cards featuring Team Rocket's Moltres EX, each with different art. All have a Destined Rival stamp on them. 1 playmat, 1 deck box and metallic coin, 6 damage counter dice with 1 competition legal coin flip die, 2 condition markers, 18 Pokemon TCG booster packs, a special code card for the Pokemon TCG Live, and overall this box is clearly solid and it's going to be a great piece for sealed collectors as well as those who actually want to play the TCG. But now for the bad news. This reveal was on the GameStop website just for a few minutes before getting quickly taken down, which might have been intentional. They've been doing this with a lot lot of new sets lately this year. And so the bad news is that as of now, we don't have an official release date for them, but definitely make sure you're watching the monitors inside the Discord. So if you haven't already seen, Costco has been restocking the Surging Sparks 2-pack bundle, and it's extremely profitable, whether you're a reseller or if you just want it for yourself. It's not the easiest thing to get, and Costco has such an incredible price on it, and Costco is always dropping everything for a great price, great value, whether you're a reseller or you just want it for yourself. So it's important to know how to bypass this waiting room, this queue system. Well, basically, we have a bot. I have a bot, Gargantua AIO, which basically just has thousands of tasks waiting in queue. It's like, imagine 1,000 people waiting in a waiting room, because now Costco is not a first come first serve queue. Now they have a pre-queue system, which means you join the queue before the queue actually starts. Once the queue starts, all those people who are in the pre-queue get randomized. So the more entries you have into the queue, the higher your chances are going to be. So think of it like this. Let's say you're waiting in the queue on your phone and your computer. One of those will be further in line than the other once it gets randomized. So now imagine that, but you have 1,000 computers or 1,000 cell phones. One of them is bound to pass soon, and that's exactly what my bot does. So you don't need the bot, don't worry. You could get the bot too, links in the description for it, but you don't need it. And that's because we run the bot, and all it takes is one task to pass the queue, and then we generate a bypass link, and it sends it to everybody inside of the Discord. All they had to do on this drop was click the link, and they bypassed the queue, allowing them to purchase as much as they want as easy as possible. Now, Costco has actually made some changes, making it so the last drop, this bypass didn't work, but we know exactly why this happened, so we've implemented a new update, which is going to require a little Chrome extension, but nonetheless, we still know exactly how to do it. So if you're interested in bypassing the waiting room or any kind of Pokemon early info or monitors for these kinds of things, definitely consider joining Endurance with the link in the description below. This way, you actually have a competitive advantage, whether it's for bypassing queues or just early info in general for things like this. And we also do more than Pokemon. I'd encourage you to check us out.